Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back. My playthrough of The Crew Moterfest on PS5. Jumping back in tonight. Make some more progress in this game. So, I got a little bit of an update on that Ubisoft hack situation. Apparently there was not a bunch of their source code leaked, much to the relief of all the executives over at Ubisoft. But the Rainbow Six Siege hack very much did happen. I mean, I've seen plenty of video evidence regarding that whole situation. That was well documented, so I know for a fact that was real. That definitely did happen. Welcome back. With your friends online. I don't care about any of this shit. I don't know what any of that is. Alright, continue. So yeah.
Welcome to the car meet. This is the Moterfest social.
What is this? I don't care about this.
It's also a place where you can access all the features of the festival. Check out the main stage, where you can join in on the custom show or explore and compete to become a genuine Moterfest legend. Of course, you can hop into the playlists. You already know how loud those are.
Why is it even showing me this?
Don't forget the live event's monthly theme. We like to change things up around here. Anyway, I'll leave you to it. Look around and have fun. Bye.
Okay, bye. What the hell is this? Is this like a... what do you call it? The PlayStation Home thing? That's kind of what they built here. Like, what the hell?
Welcome to the custom show. Here you can vote for your favorite vehicles
Wow,
of the
this...
week, or register
these
your
wheels look
personalized ride to the
ugly.
competition to get rewards based on your ranking.
I don't know, they all look pretty plain to me. There's not much in the way of customization. That looks pretty cool, I like that, but... like, there's not much going on here in terms of customization. It's just like, oh, I've got a different paint color, you know, like... or I've got a stripe on my car, like, that's about it. Alright, how do I get out of this? I don't care about this. This is stupid. Bye. What the fuck is this? I just want to get in my car and drive. What is this shit? I don't know what any of this... where am I at? What am I at? The PlayStation Home? What the fuck is this? Where am I? How do I get out of this? Leave, yeah. It just threw me in this big, empty, boring looking room. Like, what the fuck was that? Stupid. What's going on, Dark? Is that gonna be a thing every time I get into this? I'm gonna have to hold circle to actually get into the game once I spawn in. Does it always throw you in there?
The powerboat designed by the Moterfest team is waiting for you at Lay Point. The Proto MK2, slick and agile.
Yeah, it just throw me in this like PlayStation Home metaverse type thing, and like I don't even know where I'm at. Like, what is this? Super weird. Anyway, yeah, so not really a whole lot to talk about. I was just kind of talking about the Ubisoft hack thing. Got a bit of an update on that. It wasn't as bad as the hackers were claiming that it was. So they were full of shit. I mean, the Rainbow Six server hack, that very much did happen. But that was... seemed like that was the extent of it. The rest was, full of lies. Where's it leading me? Why is it... it told me to go this way, and now it's telling me... okay, there we go. Yeah, because I guess I started that trail gate thing, which I've already done. I didn't want to do it again. I remember doing that one yesterday. Got a bit of a drive here. Oh, wrong button. Open music player, there we go, that's what I wanted. Get some music going here. Yeah, so if you got anything you want to talk about, it's going to be a bit of a drive here. That would be a good time. People need to stop lurking and start chatting, man. You're like the only one. I get plenty of views. Like I saw in my latest stream, it said I got 36 views on there. I'm like, okay, well, wish some of y'all would start chatting. Don't be shy. I don't know. People don't want to chat. They just, I don't know. It's like, I was just watching one of my subscribers, they just did a stream on YouTube. I managed to catch them live, and they were talking about, like, they were saying the same thing, like, is everybody dead? Like, where is everybody? I'm like, yeah, dude, I don't know. It's like, I feel like a lot of this online social stuff, I mean, after the pandemic ended, I feel like it just kind of died off. You know, that was really, like, the peak for these platforms, because, like, nobody had anything to do. So everybody just started getting really social, and I see a lot of Discord servers are dead, like a lot of YouTube channels are just kind of like falling off, and it's just not really, or at the very least they're very stagnant, you know? It's just, there's not really much going on. It's hard to get people to engage anymore. So I don't know what that's about, but I don't know, kind of unfortunate. But shit was popping off a few years ago, you know, I don't know what happened. I guess everybody's just so busy working probably 2 or 3 jobs trying to keep up with the damn inflation, maybe. I don't know. It's kind of unfortunate. Had a lot of views during the pandemic, yeah, same here. Yep. Yeah, everything was popping off back then. But, yeah, it seemed like ever since, I'd say, 2023, I would say, like, things just kind of started to tailor off. And, man, over the last few months, it's just been, like, super dead. Just really not anything going on, you know? So people just don't want to talk anymore. So you do get XP for getting these, like, speed bonuses and oncoming lane challenges and stuff. I don't know what the XP is good for. I don't know what you get when you, like, level up, really. Like, I don't know if you... With Forza Horizon, it was really straightforward. You got that, like, wheel spin when you leveled up. And you leveled up quite a bit. I think I only leveled up, like, a couple times so far, right? Seems like it's harder to level up in this game. Alright. Next. Is this a boat race? Yeah, we got our first boat race. So yes, confirmed, we do have boats in this. I definitely wasn't expecting boat races in this game. But that's nice, kind of mixes things up a bit. It decreases your handling, I'm guessing, but gives you more speed.
might not look it, but the way the buoys move, the sea is rough.
Oh shit.
It's time to prove your skills. These waves are not easy to navigate.
Hard to get around people. It's too narrow.
Go starboard. After that huge rock, there's a killer view of the eastern mountains. Navy ship? You're brave like a true Hawaiian sailor.
It's a long race. Only 40% done.
Not many know it, but 1,000 years
Which is
before Columbus,
good, actually. I'm not complaining because I need that in order to actually get anywhere here.
Polynesia. The ancestral people of Hawaii found their way using the best kind of GPS, the sky and the stars.
I just landed on rocks, but it didn't seem to bother the boat any.
Right? Don't mind my pride, because our wayfinding traditions help define who we are.
It still amazes me to this day how much better GTA 4's physics are compared to anything
Look
else.
to your right. We've come back to Kaneohe.
Yeah, it looks like very much like Hawaiian names.
This swell must make fishermen happy. Taste the ama-ama if you can. Simply, oh no.
It's like it's just us three. It's like, are we in a separate class here? I mean, look at how far everybody else is. Wow. It's a three-way race here.
By the way, your boat is great, sure, but the next time, let's sail to the stars on a real va'a.
Still goes by miles per hour instead of knots, which is interesting.
Another shipwreck graffiti.
Yeah, you definitely, I think, have to lean the boat back in order to really take off here. It's like using nitrous. Actually, do you have nitrous on this? Oh my god, you have nitrous on a boat. What? You have to tilt it back, though, in order to reach its max speed.
The cruise finishes at Manana, the rabbit island. Don't look for the rabbits though, none left. They were all moved to another place, like a farm or something.
Ooh, I was not far off from Hillcrest there. If I would have used nitrous a couple more times, I probably would have beat him, or at least matched him. That's hilarious that they got nitrous on a boat. I didn't realize that until the very end. Oh, I unlocked the vehicle, huh? They gave it to me? You can open fast VAV by pressing the right stick and switch instantly to your favorite vehicles. Really?
The Moterfest has made a gift for a
Fast
visiting
VAV.
sailor. Look in your inventory. The Proto MK2 is now yours.
There you go. Okay, that's interesting.
You're about to take in the island from a whole new perspective. The sky.
Oh yeah, very nice. Murdered that family. They had, probably had kids in the back seat and just slaughtered them. I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth. It's okay. Just want to take Daddy's supercar.
Immediate takeoff. Be warned, this veteran still got it.
Alright, what's next? They said I'm going to take to the sky. Yeah, so we got a plane race now. Yep. Okay, yeah, so they got planes and boats in this. Wild. Well, that's definitely something that's definitely very much different from Forza Horizon. You don't have planes or boats in Forza Horizon.
Welcome aboard. Ready for a little tour of the island from the sky?
Alright.
You remember the falls in Manoa Valley? Look, straight ahead.
You can enter extreme mode by holding square, which allows you to do tricks. Okay, interesting.
Honolulu in the light of the setting sun. By the way, Kaneohe must be great.
And yeah, you have nitrous on the planes as well, because that makes sense if you don't think about it at all.
We're gaining altitude. Look to your right. No lies here. The beautiful Molokai.
Oh, I see. These things are indicating how they want you to be angled. Let's see. Yep.
The next landscape deserves a photo. A suspension bridge over the Kahana State Park. That valley leads to the ocean. There used to be dinosaurs around here, like 30 years ago. It was for a little Hollywood movie. They were there, I swear. Be careful when you dive. You'll pick up speed. Wahiafu, old seat of government, the area of old called Lihue. You see that huge fruit? The city is the place of the famous pineapple plantation and its giant maze. You could come back here after our trip. This is where the Electric Odyssey playlist begins.
Well, this is certainly something different. I can't say I was expecting this at all.
Trees are scarce. You are back in the land of Pele. That's the Keck Observatory. Go there when the sun's still low. You simply must immortalize this moment. Oh, mean. Wow, they got graffiti on the floor. That's news to me. Enjoy Kalailoa for a while. I'm afraid we're getting closer to the end of our tour.
Man, this is a long event. Suck having to redo this. Jesus. Hope you like planes, because I guess these plane events are going to be quite long.
The most infamous bay on Oahu. You're gonna
Almost
want a picture of
93%,
this.
6
Snap away.
minutes in. Not that I mind, it's, you know, it's certainly kind of refreshing after racing in all these cars, you know, for so long.
Let's
It's
start,
nice to have
Vicente.
something different now, you
Get
know,
ready for the
mix
land.
things up.
We're arriving in Honolulu, the last stop of our trip.
Wow, Hillcrest did not do good there. 6 minutes, 7 seconds. I got 5 minutes, 45 seconds. I did a lot better than him on that one. Guess he's not exactly a pilot. He's a great racer, but not a good pilot. Oh, they actually give you the plane now. Okay, let's see if I can take off on this road.
Now it will fly only for you. The chance for F4U
I just knocked down the
a
sign.
present from the Moterfest.
Oh man, this is wild. Now we can pull around and do some stunts and stuff. Kamikaze! It's 9/11, bitch. Boom. Oh my god, I'm riding on the building. What? Whoa, buddy. What the hell is this? You have these loaner vehicles? What loaner vehicles? I got a trophy for that. I kind of half expected that I might. Seems too perfect not to, right? I hate these loaner vehicles. I mean, stupid Microsoft autocorrect. You hate these stupid loaner vehicles? I'm just wondering, how do you switch it? There's got to be a way to use your own vehicles, right? Why else would they give you a bunch of vehicles that you can use if you can't use them other than free roam? It just doesn't make sense to me. There's got to be a way you can use your own vehicles for races. I kind of feel like I'm playing GTA 5. I'm on that, like, Trevor mission. Gotta stay low to the ground so that the that military base doesn't spot you. You know the one I'm talking about. Tell me you don't get GTA vibes right now. English bunt. Guessing that's for flying under a bunch of the bridges. Ah! Hit it at a bad angle. Alright, so how do I swap vehicles again? How do you do that? Remember. I think it was the right trigger, right? Excellent. Yeah, right trigger. Proto. Yep, where Trevor flies into the mercenary jet in a crop duster. Well, that one too, but wasn't that a different mission? There was a couple of those plane missions, right? Like, I'm thinking of the one where he had to fly like at a low altitude to avoid being detected by a military base. It's the same mission? Okay, I thought that was a different one. Oh yeah, you're right. I remember now. Yeah. It leads up to that. Yeah, I remember now. It's been a while since I played it. It's been a couple years, I think, right? Since I did a playthrough of that. I think it was through, I played it on the Series S through backwards compatibility, if I remember correctly. Played the Xbox One version on the Series S. It's actually a while ago now. Yeah, I think it was a couple of years ago. That was like 2023. So going on 4 years, or 3 years ago. Yeah, kind of surprising. It's already been that long. Minor turbulence, yeah. Yep, that was the one. Yeah, that's what it reminded me of right there. Yeah, it's different. This game I think has enough going for it, like to separate itself from Horizon, where it does feel like it's very much its own thing, you know. Obviously, it takes a lot of inspiration from Horizon 5, but I think it definitely kind of has its own charm, its own thing going for it. Carved its own path. My Rally Rad car. You wish this was in Europe? Why? Why is that? I don't know, I think Hawaii is a good choice. It makes sense because if they want to do have the water, you know, all the water for the boats and stuff, you know, while also having a bunch of mountains and good amount of land to drive on, you kind of got a good mix of everything going on there in Hawaii, so kind of seems like a no-brainer. The first two were in the whole United States. How is that, like, possible? Like, what? How do they do that? Like what? Like it's like Flight Simulator where you can like literally go anywhere, except it's just limited to the United States. Like, does it actually take, like, does it stream data in real time, or like how does that work? Because obviously that would take way too much data. That would not be possible to... Like, if you're talking like it literally has the full length of the United States map in a video game, that is obviously not feasible to do. Like, on a native game, you know, like on a native disc. Like, that's not possible. You have to stream that in. That's what Flight Simulator does. It just streams the data in. I'd like to do some races with this thing, to be honest. Some off-road races, you know. Flight Simulator is online only too. I think so. Don't quote me on that though. I don't know. You'd have to look that up, but I'm pretty sure it is. There may be an offline version of it. Maybe there's something you can do in that game offline, but I think it is quite reliant on its online component. I don't know if it's 100% reliant on it, but I know for a fact it is definitely reliant on it to a great extent. Oh shit.
No shame in trying again.
Yeah, but it didn't rewind that. That's the problem with this. It's losing control. Instead of drifting, it just loses control. If you get any wheel spin. Yeah, you'd have to look that up if it's online only. Not a very quick car, though. I'm gunning it right now, and it's at 102. It's not exactly a quick car. Switch to this. Where was that event start at? I don't remember now. Can I see it on the map here? Is this it? No, that's a drift experience. Damn, I don't know where the event start is at now. Furball? What are you calling a furball? I think this is it. Out of my way, bitch. Get off the road. Out of my way. Jesus. Still cannot get used to these physics. It's just a little bit too floaty, maybe? I don't know. I don't know the right word to describe it. It's just definitely not what I'm used to. Driving like DSP when he's had too much gin. It always kind of throws me off too. I don't know which cars I'm gonna phase through and which ones I'm not. Alright, someone with a hacked PS4 got 32,000 points. Looks slippery and floaty. Yeah, that's how it feels at times, for sure. Unfortunately. Like trying to drive a car on ice with slick tires. Yeah, it does very much feel like that at times. I think it does kind of depend on the car a bit, though.
The Transport F4U Corsair is yours. A present from the Moterfest.
Oh, so what's going on, Custer? I haven't really seen you around too much. Hope you've been all right. Let's see where the game's taking me here. Just been melting in summer. Oh yeah, that's right, it's summertime for you. Oh no. Yeah, I'm not a fan of summer either. It's winter for me right now. We're in the middle of winter. So, no issues there. Very happy right now. Yep, there goes somebody with a hacked PS4. Driving some modded car, probably. pretty sure you can still get banned on PSN for using hack systems on PS4. Sony still cares about PS4, so PS3 they're like, yeah, whatever. You know, it barely even functions online anymore. But PS4, yeah, I don't think they're gonna be too thrilled with that. Got a day that will be 50 degrees Celsius coming up. I have no idea what that translates into for Fahrenheit, but it sounds hot. Oh, we actually got a classic rock song playing now. It's actually got a good song in the game. Up till this point, we've been hearing shitty dubstep music and elevator music, but now we actually got something... We actually got a classic song playing. That's 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Holy shit. Yeah, he lives in a different planet from us, Dark. He lives in a very different planet. It's a weird planet. He calls it Australia. And everything's like backwards over there compared to Earth. So this is the one thing that's really been pissing me off with this game though, Custer, is that I paid for the DLC for this game. And I was given like 40 cars, right? But I can't really drive any of them in races because I'm always restricted to these loaner vehicles for some reason. So like, buying the DLC is pointless, at least from my experience up to this point. It's been completely worthless, because I can only drive them in the free roam. I can't drive them in the races. So it kind of kills the point of getting additional cars if you can't race them. Like, that's the whole point of the game, is to race. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying. What's the point of a DLC if you can't use the DLC in races? Yeah, but you see how it says restricted vehicle? It's always said this up to this point. It's always just, yeah, you're restricted to this car. It's not just like one-off events. It's always been doing this to me, where it's restricted my vehicle to a loaner vehicle. And I have no idea how to change that. I don't know if you even can change that. That's probably been my biggest gripe with the game up to this point. No idea what this guy is saying, speaking Chinese right now. Like, dude, I don't know what the fuck you're saying, man. Speak English. English, motherfucker, do you speak it? We're American. That's why I'm driving a Honda Civic Type R. My American vehicle. The most American car in all of Carland, the Honda Civic. Yeah, I know. I know Honda's Japanese. I know.
This is where
I'm just messing around.
Short things to show you. But we only have time for one race. So, how do you feel about going on a street park tour? Look at this building. It's like the town's welcoming you.
I'm not looking at the building, I'm looking at the cars in front of me. I'm in a race, asshole. What are you talking about? Look at the building to your left. Like, no, I'm busy racing. What are you talking about? Taking the scenery right now. Look at this massive jumps and stuff. Holy shit, driving off buildings. Oh yes, very nice. It's all part of my master plan. Actually, I was driving a Shelby Cobra at the start of the game. He gave me a Shelby Cobra at one point in the first stream of this.
Driving in the state capital. Crazy.
One of the first cars they put you in the wheel of.
Pay attention. An amazing mural on your
For me, I would say like Camaros come to mind.
Khmer Hadar's art
Dodge Chargers and Challengers come to mind.
by Hawaiian culture.
The Ford F-150 comes to mind. There's a ton of people that drive Ford F-150s. Like, they're all the same. Like, everybody's got a blue Ford F-150. That's like, that's probably the most American car you can get, because everybody has one. Everybody has one.
You remember Lolo?
Actually, you see
That's
less
him.
and less like
With the
sedans
Yolanda,
anymore
the woman he loved.
in the U.S. anyway. Like, you really don't see too many sedans, except for like older ones. All the newer cars are like SUVs and trucks. That's what everybody is buying. And I don't know if that's to compensate for how shitty our roads are. But I know part of the reason is because they don't want you to buy sedans, because they make more money off of you if you buy an SUV or a truck. Because they can give you a hell of a surcharge on a truck. So there's that. It's more profitable to sell you a truck compared to selling you a, you know, a Honda Civic or something. You know? So that's what a lot of them go for. They try to upcharge you into a higher trim like F-150 or something. I think F-150 and classic Dodge Chargers are way too big. They're not too big for the U.S.
Celebrates the oceanic people and all of the great heritage and traveling across the great expanse. Made by
People here in the U.S. love their trucks.
Corey Tom.
I think BMWs are not made very well, though, Dark. That's the problem with them. They don't hold their value very well at all. I think, like, if I were to be forced to get a car, to be honest with you, I'd probably get, like, a Toyota Camry or something. I'd probably get, like, a Honda Accord or Toyota Camry. Because, you know, they're just pretty much bulletproof. They're decent cars, and they're very reliable, and they do good on gas, so I'd probably go for something like that. I definitely wouldn't ever want, like, a big-ass truck. That's for sure. I would not want something like that. But I'm good with my tricycle, thank you very much. It gets unlimited miles per gallon,
Here we go again.
so
The
kind of hard to
festival.
beat that.
I love what they've done
Also,
here.
maintenance is
Another gathering
very
place.
easy to do, unlike a car. And, yeah. So, I'm gonna stick with my bike, thank you very much.
So blessed to be with you on this journey.
How about Mercedes? Too
I'm
expensive.
not saying goodbye, but instead,
Ridiculously overpriced
we'll surely
cars.
meet again. The island is not so big.
Like, if you're talking about, like, you know, what I think of them, I just think they're really, really, really expensive cars. Yeah, I don't see myself ever owning a vehicle. I mean, I like cars. I think they're marvels of engineering. But I just don't see myself ever wanting to own a car. They're just too much of a hassle,
There's a
way too
reward vehicle
expensive.
waiting for you.
Maintenance has gotten absolutely ridiculous on them. Insurance has gotten more expensive on them. And, you know, people also just don't know how to drive in general anyways. Like, there's a lot of people on the road that really shouldn't have a license, but they do anyways, because it's really easy to get your license. So, you know, I just don't see it as being worth it. It's not something that I need, because, you know, you're wondering, like, well, how do you get groceries then? Well, these days you can get groceries delivered to your house without paying a ridiculous surcharge. Like, just get Walmart Plus or something like that. And all of these major supermarkets, they all have, like, a subscription where you can just, for free, you can get groceries delivered to your house, and all you have to do is either pay a monthly or annual payment. get free deliveries on your groceries. So that's what I use. I just take advantage of that. It's one of the very few subscriptions that I have is Walmart Plus. Specifically for that reason. I need groceries delivered to my house. And it's like $120 a year. Like, it's really not anything. Like, that's a small price to pay to be able to get groceries delivered to your house for free. I don't know, everybody should do it. Just makes sense. I would actually save you money and gas, too. It would save you time, saves gas. Why the hell not? For $120 a year? Yeah, $120, but that's for the whole year. And they also give you a couple other perks, too.
Let's complete this.
That's just the thing that makes it worth it for me. It's $120 if you pay annually. So you get that. That's for the whole year. You get that perk. Month to month, I think it's $10 a month if you want to pay it monthly. I think it's worth it. I mean, to me personally, it's worth it for me. Might not be worth it to everybody, but like if you live right next to a supermarket, then yeah, it wouldn't be worth it, right? But for me, considering I don't have a car, you know, that's definitely worth it. In Australia, if you spend over $75 on groceries and want the delivery is free. Well, hey, that's great. That's definitely not a thing here. Choose your next activity, it says. Midnight Millionaires. America Muscle. Or the Hawaii Scenic Tour. Yeah, this is where I was doing, right? I was in the process of this. Let's do this. I unlocked a bunch of stuff. Get your reward. What is this? Challenges are various actions to perform in free drive, an event, in PvP, in customization, or in collection. Most challenges must be completed with dedicated vehicles. You can buy the playlist bundle in the shop to get all these required vehicles. Collect your rewards in the playlist challenge tab for each completed challenge. Get also exclusive rewards from the timeline.
New challenges unlocked.
On one underglow. Oh yeah, I haven't even bothered with the neon stuff, right? I remember seeing a dumb post of someone saying goodbye America, hello Hawaii. Yeah, Hawaii is part of the United States. Drive from the Made in Japan container to the Japanese temple. Must be done with a 2000 Supra, which I own, so I can do this. Oh, all of these are done with this, huh? What is custom mode? In custom mode, collect a medal each time you complete an event for each vehicle category. Collect medals as much as you can to align them on rows and columns to obtain prestige tickets. Use your prestige tickets to get special rewards available in the shop menu. Alright. Street Tier 1. So will this allow me to actually use my cars? Because this is a car that I own, by the way. This is one of my vehicles. Nissan 240 SX. Pretty awesome car. I need to know where I'm going here. So can it, like, can that event, like, go away, please? I've already done that. Every time you drive through that, it automatically seems like, oh, you want to start this activity. Like, no, I didn't. Okay, yeah, just want to make sure I'm on track here. Just got a couple different ways we can go here. I'm Australian, which means we don't learn about American history unless it was World War I or World War II, but I know Hawaii is part of America. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really know anything about your country, so I'm not going to pretend to. And I would not just make assumptions about, you know, your land, because I know jack shit about your country. The one thing I know is that Holden is one of your country's car brands. Because you told me that, so that's something that I know. So I know that. Does that count as knowing something? I don't know. It was GM killed it. General Motors killed it? They disbanded Holden? Really? Well, don't feel bad, because they actually killed off several car brands that were really renowned here. For example, Pontiac was killed off after the great 2008 economic crash that we had here in the United States. They killed off Hummer, they killed off Pontiac, and Saturn, which I don't think was owned by GM, but they were another car brand that ended up getting killed by that, unfortunately, because Saturn actually made good, reliable cars. Yeah, Plymouth is no longer around, Oldsmobile's no longer around. Yeah, and those were all, like, good car brands, too. So, there's really not much left in the US. Like, you have Chevrolet, you have Ford, and yeah, like, those are, like, the main two. Like, we really don't have a whole lot left, unfortunately. Like, everybody just always goes to either Chevy or Ford. That's like the main two. A lot of these, like, other brands are just kind of gone. Or they just turn to shit. Unfortunately. Yeah, so I can actually... So in the custom mode, you get to actually drive your own cars. Wow. What a foreign concept that is. I can race my own cars in a racing game. So that's how you do it. You have to go to the custom mode. And of course I put a Dragon vinyl on this car, because that's all it takes to get to perfection. Just put a Dragon emblem on it. Once you do that, the car's perfect, and you can never lose. Yeah, it's good to see you around, Custer. I don't get to chat with you too much. I was just kind of wondering, like, where everybody's been. Like, things are just kind of been dead. Like, I streamed this for over 4 hours yesterday, and the only person who came in to chat was Dark Blizzard. He was the only one. I just mentioned, like, you know, I got like plenty of people checked it out. I got over 30 views on the stream itself in under 24 hours. Like, so I know people showed up for it. And then it got a few views on YouTube too after I posted it today, but the stream archive, like, people are interested in it, but like just, people are just not talking, unfortunately. It's nice to see somebody else came by to chat. I mean, I'm enjoying the game, you know, for sure. You know, it's not my favorite racing game, but it's pretty good so far. It certainly kind of does its own thing. It's similar to Forza Horizon, but it has enough going for it that it very much is its own thing. Let me teach you a little bit more about Australia's history. Australia's Aboriginal culture is one of the oldest, dating back 65,000 years. How do they know that, though? Wow, this was apparently... Maybe not a lot of people have played the custom mode, because I'm in the top, like, 100,000 on the rankings for the time. Huh. It's interesting. I know I didn't do, like, superbly well, so that makes me feel like there's just not a lot of people that played this.
A playlist is ready to try. Let's go try it.
American Muscle. Oh yeah, and in my last stream I made fun of these cringy FMV videos that play here. I made fun of this guy. We got 7 questions today, and we're gonna go over all the fake content for you guys in this scripted video. Make sure you smash that like button, like I was smashing your mother last night, and let's get right into the video. And make sure you click the like button and shove that like thumb right up your ass. Oh my gosh, so cringy. Off-roading, I got an off-road playlist. This is a whole series, really, off-road section stuff. I don't know, there's a lot of, like, stuff here. I'm still trying to figure out all these menus and stuff. It smashed the like button like I smashed the body with a sledgehammer last night. Yeah, I haven't used a toilet in almost 2 years now. It's no point. Don't need it no more. So this is what it wants me to do now. It wants me to do the American Muscle thing, but I want to be able to drive all these cars that I own. I mean, look at all the cars that I own here. Yeah, it says I own 47 vehicles. I can't drive any of them outside of free roam. Good grief. Maybe you have to do it through this.
Let me know what I can do for you.
Main stage. Main stage of what?
Always at your disposal.
Or rewards available. What is this?
If you've been craving street racing experiences, Moterfest has cooked up something for you. Whether it's futuristic Japanese streets, prestigious European rides, or the raw power at the heart of American DNA, for everyone. And only Moterfest can offer you that.
Okay, complete activities to earn XP and fill the 3 timelines, revisit, compete, and explore. Gain levels to earn rewards, complete one of the 3 timelines to access the legend competition, discover a new car culture theme each week. Every activity completed with a vehicle that fits the theme awards bonus XP. I got 10,000 gear symbols, 10% XP, 15 legend points, whatever that is. And then I got 5% XP. Okay, I don't know what any of that really means, but okay. Looking for a simple way to progress in the revisit timeline, follow Kara's guidance to chain events with a new theme each week. Complete events and challenges to fill the revisit timeline. This week's XP boost vehicle will automatically be selected if you own it. XP boost is now active with this vehicle. Alright. Level 4. So I'm at level 3. There's a level 4, which gives you the Aston Martin V8 Vantage S. Yeah, it wants me to use a hypercar here, okay. And this car does qualify for that, so... Are you 18 yet, Custer?
Remix.
Not yet. I was curious about that. Less than 8 months. You're 17 and a half then. You're almost a big boy, but not quite there yet. Pretty soon you'll be a big baby like me. Is your dad still hounding you to get a job, or did you get a job, or how's that going? Still biting my tail to get one, sadly. Have you had any luck with finding anything? Like, have you filled out applications? And how's that going? Found one at McDonald's. Well, we all gotta start somewhere. We all gotta start somewhere, man. I got 10 key tickets. I don't know what that means, but does that mean I get to pee my diaper 10 times or something? What does that mean? I don't know. Game doesn't really do a very good job of explaining much of anything, unfortunately. I still have no idea what these, like, these statistic things are, these affix stats. I don't know what any of these mean. It never explained that at all. Let me see what I have equipped on my 240SX, and you can see what I'm talking about. Yeah, so you see all these affix stats up on the upper right corner here. It says drifty, extra impact, frenetic, lucky, pure, rich, skilled, and treasure hunt. They gave me all these bonuses for this car, and I have no idea what any of them do. I mean, drifty is kind of self-explanatory. I'm guessing it just makes the car drift better, I guess. But, like, beyond that, I don't really know what any of this does. Like, what the hell does the pure stat do? Like, what does that mean? Like, I'm more pure now? I don't... Okay. I don't know what that means. Skilled? Like, what, does the car magically make me a more skilled driver somehow? Like, I don't know. What does treasure hunt do? I don't know. It never explained any of that, unfortunately. So it's just kind of like, okay, it does... I can only assume that that stuff does something good for me in some way, but I have no idea how. The only thing I can think of with that pure one is that, like, it corresponds with that boost symbol, right? So maybe it has more nitrous, or the nitrous is better. I don't know. I'm just assuming. And that's all I can do, unfortunately, is just assume that it's something related to my boost on that. As far as the other statistics go, though, I still have no idea. So is that experience point boost thing? I wonder if that's permanent. It gave me a 20% experience point boost on this car. Curious if that's going to be permanent or not. I don't know. Yeah, so some of these classes I still can't do. Oh. Well, I'm peeing myself now. Alright, I want to try the Volkswagen Electric R. One of the DLC cars they got. Alright, so here's one of the DLC vehicles. I can finally use this weird looking thing. Yeah, once you get a job, Custer, you can be able to buy diapers for yourself. I hope you got good air conditioning, though. That sounds pretty brutal to be diapered if it's 122 degrees out. That sounds pretty brutal. Yeah, it's like, I think it's like 30 degrees out right now, so 30 degrees Fahrenheit for me right now. So actually it just helps to keep me warm. And it's actually quite nice to be diapered around this time. Well, apparently this is a very good car, because I easily got to the front of the pack here. And, yeah, they can't even catch up to me. This car shrieks, though. Not exactly a huge fan of the way it sounds, but... Let me know how the audio is. If it's too loud, I can adjust the volume. Audio is good? Okay. I want to make sure you can hear me over this obnoxious sounding car. Sounds like an overvolting toaster. Although I still think the crown for overvolting toasters would have to go to the Chaparral 2X from Gran Turismo. But this is not far off from it. I'm glad I could finally actually race in my race car that I got. Could actually do a race on this thing for once. Try it out.
A playlist is available, driver.
Okay, now I'm content now. At least I got to try out a couple of my cars.
In a few minutes, you'll enter the world of muscle cars. Beware, you may never want to leave.
Let's go do the American Muscle. American. Good 6 miles away, so it's gonna be a minute before I get there. Yeah, I don't really have too much to talk about today, really.
Muscle cars
Just that little
are more than
update
just a
on
70-year-old
Ubisoft
car
that I
trend.
mentioned earlier
It's
with
an
their
entire
hack.
chunk of the American car culture to tons of people. Muscle cars are the epitome of what a vehicle should represent. Allure and power, with some crucial tweaks.
I had plenty more to
Just the
talk
right
about
amount of
yesterday.
outside of the box thinking. Cars in their fullest might and glory.
Just kind of gonna be chilling today. I don't know how long this is gonna go for, but at least another couple hours, I think.
Standard definition of a muscle car. They are sometimes described as American-made two-door sports cars with a powerful engine. But that's a little reductive, don't you think? Others define them by their V8 engines and rear-wheel drivetrains. The truth is, muscle cars are a philosophy. It's a creed more than anything else.
So, Custer, what kind of car brands do you even have at this point? And you probably don't have very much over there, do you? I mean, Australia isn't exactly something I associate with car culture. Sorry to say, but not exactly renowned for your car culture. We don't make anything anymore. We have a lot. Yeah, so you guys don't have, like, you don't make your own cars, right? So let's say car culture here is stronger than the US. Oh man, I don't know.
Experience it for yourself?
Them's fighting
Well,
words.
good news. We're almost there.
Some people here take their cars very passionately. There's so many cars from Europe, America, Australia, Asia. Yeah, we have a lot of cars from Asia as well over here. Not so much from Europe. I don't really see any European cars here. There's a few, like the higher end ones, like it's not completely unheard of to see like a Ferrari from time to time. Something a little more exotic like a Maserati. I've seen a couple Maseratis, I've seen a Ferrari here or there, but they are kind of a bit of a unicorn here though. Mostly it's cars from Japan or right here in the US. Our own domestic cars. But the newer domestic cars suck ass anyway, really, for the most part. There's a couple good ones, but they all kind of suck now. Like in terms of like build quality, like they're overpriced and they're just not built like they used to be. Cadillac, Buick, Oldsmobile, Plymouth, Pontiac, Chevy, Dodge, all sorts. Yeah. Pretty much seen one American classic every single day. Yeah, I mean, you can't go wrong with an American classic. Yeah, they were way easier to work on them. You know, they're fun to drive. Definitely more reliable in most cases. As long as you take care of them.
Another activity awaits.
Yeah, they're imported. Yeah, well, I knew that much.
Real fast.
They'd have to be.
You'll be backed up by one of the festival's closest partners, Jim Hayfield. a rock star among car collectors.
It's okay, we don't really have too much of our own cars anymore either, so don't feel bad. We used to have way more.
That's not a figure of speech. Jim's an actual rock star who just so happens to own one of the greatest muscle car collections in the world. He's the person lending us all the cars you'll drive during this playlist, and he's got quite the lineup.
I've seen Americans importing Holdens, which I think is cool, showing some love to the Aussie version of Chevy. I don't oh shit. That's what you did. Don't text and drive, kids. Yeah, I've seen I don't think I've seen any Holdens personally. Maybe I just didn't notice it, but I feel like I would kind of notice something like that, but they don't look too much different from like the typical Chevy though. So are they built on the Chevy platform? Is it like the same platform of car? Because that would make sense, actually.
The tag's right there. A heartbeat, the song of a V8. Music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
What is this? What is this? Blaze spotted? Wants me to use this. Alright. Well, I got a lot of customization options for this now. Looks like this is the same. Different transmissions. Or no, these are motor cores. Yeah. There's an ECU. Which I said in the first part looked more like a VGA port. Whenever I got like a picture of this, like, oh, you unlocked another one of these, and it doesn't tell you like until you actually go into the menu what you got. So I said like, oh, okay, I got a VGA port for my car. I wasn't sure what it was when I first saw the picture. It doesn't even say until you go in the menu for it. Holden never had the Camaro or Corvette. Our only sporty cars were the Monero, Tirana, and Commodore SS. And those were all made by Holden, weren't they? I know the Commodore SS is, and I'm pretty sure the Monero is too. I don't think I've ever heard of the other one. The Tirana. GM did rebadged Holdens for American brands too. The 04 Pontiac GTO is a rebadged Holden Monero. I thought they looked like identical cars. I thought that was weird. Yeah, that explains that. Chevy SS is a rebadged Holden Commodore. Yeah, interesting. Wonder why they dismantled Holden as a brand. Could they really just like not afford it or what? I don't know. Was it around? Wasn't it around that same time too? I think it was like 2010, wasn't it? I think that had to do with our financial collapse. We had a pretty bad recession around that time. Oh, it was 2020 when Holden died. Oh. Well, I don't know then. I don't recall seeing anything newer from Holden beyond 2010, so I kind of assumed they went under around that time. Or no, now that I'm thinking about it, didn't they have, I think, no, because Forza Horizon 3 had a Holden car. Right, it was like a 2014, right? Yeah, I don't know. They're just really rare though to see, so I don't know. Yeah, the Maloo, right? It's called the Maloo, like the GTS Maloo. Yeah, these are all the same. I don't know why they give me so many of the same thing. Like, why are these different colors, but it gives me the same statistics? I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. Give me the purple shit. Apparently that's the best. Purple shit for the win. Or pink, whatever. Same thing, same color. I don't have any pink suspension. I guess pink is the best, right? Is pink the best? Legendary parts have... No, apparently the yellow is the best, because this is a legendary part. Legendary parts have 2 random affixes and a set bonus. Equipping 3 or 7 parts with the same set bonus will activate it. Okay, well, I got some pretty good parts on this. You got Underglow. Some really bizarre looking symbol here. Different horns. Yeah, they're all pretty standard though. Dashboard figurines. You can customize the thing, okay. Wow, 40,000 for the rims. But they're fancy premium rims. So fancy. Premium. There's just carbon fiber it looks like. Fancy BMW. So fancy. Oh, you could change the interior color. Huh. Yeah, you can do quite a bit here. Okay. Alright, let's see how this baby drives. Well, boop to you too. Why are you booping me? What did I do? Maloo is like a Corvette, but if it was a UTE, because it pretty much uses a Corvette V8. Yeah, I thought the Maloo was kind of a weird car. It's like, kind of reminds me of the PT Cruiser. It's kind of like half truck, half car. Oh, well, I don't know. You say UTE is a word? I don't know. Everything's so weird over in your guys' place. I don't know. UT. Okay, I don't get it. That's weird. It's just weird. Dynamic races are intense face-offs against a single rival. A new destination is randomly chosen every time you decide to challenge or rematch your rival. Remember, you are racing on open roads, so watch out for oncoming traffic.
The Moterfest organization is top. Agreed. Are you trying to get to the chief?
Yeah, your planet is just so weird, Custer. I just don't understand it. Yeah, but then why have an E at the end if the E is silent? I don't know, that's just confusing. It just makes it sound like it's abbreviated. Especially since you put U period, T period, and then E, all caps. It makes me think that it's abbreviated for something. Just slammed into a military Humvee. Oh yes, very nice. That's what I wanted.
Rewind that one.
Yeah, let's just... Oh shit. Rewind again. DSP drives it. Oh my god. Oh my god, takedown. Burnout takedown. Let's get a crash cam for that and refill my boost bar. Hell yeah. Let's go. I'm the best driver there ever was. I took that guy down. He's never gonna recover. Too bad for him, he can't rewind. Imagine if your rival could rewind the race. It's like, oh, I fucked up. Time to rewind. That would be an interesting mechanic, actually. If every time you did the rewind feature, it gave your opponent the ability to do a rewind in a race. That would actually kind of be an interesting idea, like an interesting mechanic. I don't know how well it would work, but it might be worth experimenting something like that. That could be interesting. You know, they have all this like AI stuff that they're going on about. Why don't they actually do something interesting with it? Like make AI in games smarter. How about that? Because AI has been that's like one thing that's been pretty stagnant in games, you know, I would say for the most part. Like they haven't really evolved much. Like in terms of intelligence. Some games are better than others, but for the most part, AI is kind of just meh. It just kind of exists a lot of the time. It's never particularly great. I don't know, I'm kind of getting some Need for Speed Unbound vibes with the neon underglow. I was hoping for just regular underglow without the weird logos on the sides. I don't know. It just kind of looks a little bit goofy.
I promised information. As agreed.
That's what the kids like, though, I guess.
Our chief is called Tank. This I promise to tell.
You suck, Blaze. You suck. Your underglow is better, though. Oh, did you see that? It's got, like, the crying emoji. What was that? Did you see that? It's like he heard what I was saying. I didn't mean it, Blaze. You were fine. You tried your best. You just weren't as good as a driver as me, man. When I slammed you into that car, that was your fault. You shouldn't have let me slam you into the car. Let's rematch. I'll give you another chance. How about that? Generating random paths, so it generates a random path each time. See, no, this isn't like Forza, because if it generates a unique path each time, in Forza, it's just like, it kind of, it doesn't do it like this. It's more seamless. This one kind of sets up a race for you, like on the spot. Kind of reminds me a little bit of like the red light racing from Midnight Club LA. Kind of like that more than what they do in Forza here. Oh, the rewind. Yeah, they definitely took the rewind from Forza. It's actually very rare to see that. Like the rewind thing is really like the only thing I know that does that is Forza up to this point. This is the only other game I've seen do the rewind feature. Yeah, this is definitely a pretty damn good car now. I upgraded it. It's great. Handles really nicely. It's quick, too. It's damn quick. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm still way better than Blaze. Absolutely dominating. Doesn't even stand a chance. Wish we had state license plates though for this game. I think the only game I know of that really allows for that is the Midnight Club series. I know Midnight Club 3 and LA in particular. Alright, Blaze, face it. You just can't compete with this thing. This car is too good. Diamond Fangs, rival beaten, it says. Yeah, where's that at? I like the map, though, how it zooms in and out like that. It's cool. Very detailed looking map. Mustang GT Fastback. For this playlist, Hawaii practically becomes the American mainland. Your first stop, Jackson, Wyoming. Meet Jim and his Mustang Fastback. Turn the music on and see what happens. Okay.
Don't expect the first event to be a warm-up.
See, that feels like they took inspiration from Midnight Club LA there. How it zooms in and out like this. Very much like Midnight Club Los Angeles.
Closest partners, Jim Hayfield, a rock star among car collectors. V8, music on. Turn up the volume if you dare.
Okay, here we go, the Jackson V8. Bow, 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 bow. Well, got my pickup truck, and I got my shotgun. Gonna go shoot some squirrels. Listen to my country music. Gonna get drunk and go for a drive. Lord knows that car can't do 65.
Hey dude, you hear me okay? How's it going in there? Yeah, Jim here. I'm guessing you've been told I'll be tagging along. That is my car you're driving after all. Alright, let's get straight into it. Rock on! My boys at Moterfest needed the best possible lineup for this gig, and just so happens, I got the greatest models you can ask for in my garage. Here's the drill. I provide, you drive.
My BMW is better. This car is way slower. It's way slower.
So don't get all nervous about it. These ponies are made for rough handling. No matter how fast and harsh you drive, they can take it. And I've been told, you know your way around cars anyway. No sweat, just go. Musclehead or you're just here for the Discovery Tour, it doesn't matter. If you're into cars, you're gonna love this. Just listen to that V8 like a chunky, down-tuned guitar riff. And
Well, that's a short race.
That place kind of reminds me of Jackson, Wyoming. I played there a couple of times. You know, feel good, small town kind of vibe, mountain ranges. I know, we're in Hawaii, but the mind wanders. Gotta say, I like the climate here better. That's it. Fire it up. Great job, Iron Gun. Looks like Moterfest didn't BS me about you.
Ah, Ilcrest didn't do good on this one either. Wonder what happened. Okay, got some brakes and another VGA port. Very nice.
You can't talk about American muscle cars without talking drag racing. The two are pretty much intertwined. Muscle cars became popular during the 60s. At the time, they were mostly rear-wheel drive cars made from affordable everyday vehicle bases, but equipped with powerful V8 engines from much larger machines. One of the goals in making such performance-focused cars was covering a quarter mile as fast as possible. Can you guess which motor racing sport is about going all out for that very distance? Indeed, drag racing. There's a strip real close. A proper try is better than 1,000 words.
The Vegas Strip. Gonna beat my wife until she's broken red. Lord knows I don't get no head. Alright, let's see how this goes.
Drag racing time. Don't overthink, just burn and fly. Right on.
I don't remember how to shift up. Oh, R1 to gear up. Can I restart that? Yeah. I forgot how to shift up on that. I end up making the same mistake whenever I play Underground 2. It's like, oh my god, what were the controls again? I always have to, like... It always takes me a second to try because I always forget the
Drag
controls.
racing time. Don't overthink, just burn and fly. Right on. Well, now that was some run.
There we go. That was good.
Keep that gauge in the green zone. A good burn is essential here. Yeah, that was gnarly. Let's do it again.
That went even better. Even though I didn't get as much of a top speed on that, I think I had a better start.
Burn that rubber. You've got pipes like a backup
That was good.
singer in a metal band.
Each run went better than the last. Yeah. Awesome. I think I really got the hang of that now. Ooh, I beat Hillcrest. Okay, okay. Your boy's moving up in the world. I'm getting the hang of this. I think I'm officially, like, one of the best overall gamers in the country now, dude.
Muscle cars are a call for freedom. The freedom to turn an ordinary car into a vehicular marvel, with a state of mind far away from luxury brand strategies and pricing, and the freedom you feel from actually being behind the wheel of
We're gonna
said
pretend
cars.
that never happened.
Jim
We're gonna
should be
pretend
much
that never
better than
happened
I am
either.
at conveying emotions. He's human after all.
Okay, passed it. That's all that matters to me.
Congratulations, driver! You've ascended a step closer to being a Moterfest legend. A new reward is waiting for you within the activity menu.
Mustang GT Fastback Stunt Edition. Fancy, the Stunt Edition. I love how every time we see the world record, it's always, like, obviously fake. This is why I don't care about leaderboards at all, because they're all manipulated. Or he's gonna have some snot-nosed 12-year-old with a hacked console. Who just completely
Hey dude, we're back. This
cheats
time
on the
it's one of those
leaderboard,
outrun
like,
type of events.
blatantly.
Drive fast, hit the checkpoints
Like,
on
so then,
time.
you know,
It's just like that
like,
rad game
why do
from
we
the
even
80s.
have leaderboards? There's no point.
You digging the soundtrack? It's the spot, right?
I wonder if Sony actually, like, actively bans people who are going on PSN, even if they're not, like, racing online or stuff like that, if they're just, like, going on their server, like, can they detect that, like, there's custom firmware?
That's my
Probably.
mixtape we're listening to. Meshes
It
well
wouldn't
with the
surprise
sound of
me
the
if they
engines,
could
you feel me?
determine, like, yeah,
I
this
couldn't
person's
put you
on a
through
hacked
muscle car ride without some
PS4, for
rock
example.
noise, could I?
There's leadership boards in Forza Horizon, yeah, but I never pay any attention to leaderboards because there's no point. Well, I think with Xbox it's more secure. You know, I don't think there's any hacked like Xbox Ones or Series consoles yet. Yet being the key word, because it will get hacked. It's inevitable. Every console is vulnerable. Every computer is vulnerable to being hacked and exploited. But as of right now, I think the leaderboard should be legit unless they've started implementing the PC community in there, because that shit's definitely going to be manipulated. If they do the cross-play with PC in their leaderboards, then yeah, there's no point in paying attention to the leaderboard then, because you know, like, good percentage of that's going to be fake.
You're in for a serious series of turns. Make sure to stay on the road.
Make sure to stay on the road. Really? I wanted to go run into a tree. I wanted to slam right into that sign. Make sure to stay on the road. Imagine telling somebody in a race, make sure you stay on the road when you're in this race, okay? It's the race that effed you one time? How so? It's kind of a cool looking car, like the paint scheme. Looks nice. The mud got you at the finish line? Uh-oh, I'll have to see what you're talking about. Coming up to it, 80%.
Hang in there. Just a few more and you'll reach the finish line. Out of the woods. Finish big.
What mud were you talking about? I didn't encounter any mud.
All gravy for you. Am I right?
Oh, I beat Hillcrest again by a 20-second margin at that. What the hell, Hillcrest? What are you doing, man? He must not have been even trying with this game. Seemed like he was at first, but not anymore. Not by this point, I guess. What's going on, Alex? You were racing in a race in a Ford Mustang like mine, and you got trapped in the mud near the finish line. I didn't see any mud. You sure it was the same race?
Before moving on to the next freedom-infused event, we're going to make an extra stop. We have a little surprise for you. Although in this
You recorded
case,
it on your channel?
maybe a poor choice of words.
On your
Just
YouTube
walk
channel?
towards the beach, and you'll understand. We're real close.
I'm doing Paul Wright, Alex. Just chilling. Playing the crew for the first time. Well, yesterday was my first time ever playing the crew, but it's my second time ever playing the crew, I guess. But yeah, I've never actually played a crew game before, so this is my first one. Must be different from the Xbox version? No, there's no way. There's no way there's two different versions. It's got to be just a different race. You must be thinking of a different race. What the heck? We're gonna be driving a monster truck now? Getting drunk and squashing squirrels with my monster truck. 'Cause that's American, there's apple pie. It's a monster truck race. This game definitely like throws you some like random curveballs I was not expecting, like the boat races and plane races, and now we've got monster truck racing.
Let's do this.
How many games do you know where you're racing monster trucks?
Monster trucks need monster beats. I got the perfect hip-hop jewel for this crowd.
Oh my god.
Don't let these guys make the rules.
Oh my god.
This giant obviously won't handle like a regular Mustang GT.
Yeah, obviously.
Race. You got 1 lap to find your footing and 1 to feed your opponent some dirt.
It's not gonna handle like a regular Mustang. You think? Couldn't possibly have something to do with the
Show me some more.
40-inch tires or modded suspension or anything. Oh man, you cannot turn to save your life. You have to slow down quite a bit.
Now let's crank it to 11. Monster trucks popped up in the late 70s, mostly just for showboating. They only really became a thing in the 80s. Man, that decade truly was something. They made it through the first lap. Time to crush and destroy.
There was MX versus ATV a long time ago on the PS2, but that had monster trucks in it. I remember a game, ATV Off-Road Fury 2. I remember playing that. But that didn't have any monster trucks. Is that a similar game to that?
Ready for takeoff? Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we really don't get a whole lot of racing games, though, anyway, in general anymore. It's pretty much just like Forza and Gran Turismo nowadays. Need for Speed's kind of a thing of the past now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, never say that a series is too big to fail, because, I mean, Jesus, look at what's going on with Call of Duty. Say that one was too big to fail, but I don't know, it's not doing too hot. Need for Speed seems like it's dead. That was a pretty big series, it sure was back in the mid-2000s. It was a massive franchise. There used to be so many good racing games back in the 2000s. We got all kinds of obscure racing games and relatively unknown ones, you know, some hidden gems here and there, and had a bunch of different types of racing games back then. We just don't really get too much of that no more. Midnight Club's dead. Burnout's dead. Need for Speed's dead now. And it hasn't been good for a long time, but I think it's officially dead now. I don't know. As an avid Destiny 2 player, Destiny is dead. Yeah, I heard Destiny isn't doing hot. I mean, honestly, I think Bungie was really only good at Halo. That's like the only thing they knew how to make. Destiny, I always felt, was pretty mediocre. Not bad, just nothing special. I never played the second one, but I played a bit of the first game, and it was just like, it's okay. And in 9 days, Anthem servers are finally shutting down, yeah.
The Mustang GT from 2011 is waiting for you as we speak. Except this
Yeah, I wonder
year
what
it
the
is
player
custom
count of
made
that
for
game is
off-roading.
like anymore.
Jim's passion for muscle cars
Probably
is
not.
restricted to asphalt.
Probably not great.
That man would drive muscle cars on the moon
I don't think
if he could.
anybody really liked Anthem. Curious to see what the player numbers of that were. I don't know, I'll always have a soft spot for the 2000s era. We do get good indie games that pop up from time to time, but man, this AAA scene is like dead. It's dead as a doornail. Games just take way too long to make now and getting too expensive and just generally not really worth it. There's really no soul put into it anymore.
Closing in. When you spot the wind turbine.
Always loved Destiny, but I can't say I'm proud of the direction it took. So what happened with that series? Like, what was the root cause of the problem with that? Why did it die off? Or why did it die for you? Anthem currently has a consecutive player count of 500 players, but that's not enough to keep it alive. No, certainly not. That's quite bad.
Your opponents are already there. Go on and join the melee.
I mean, yeah, pretty much every game has like its dedicated hardcore fan base. But for a big game like that to only have 500 players on the weekend, yeah, that's not great. That's not great at all. You'd hope for at least a couple thousand, you know. Yeah, I did try to stream it, yeah. Apparently you have to have PlayStation Plus in order to play it. I don't own it on PC. I wasn't about to buy it again, so, you know. I just said to hell with that. I don't pay into PS Plus and Xbox Live Gold or whatever they call it now. I don't pay into any of that. If I want to play a game online, I'll just go on my PC. As soon as it told me that I needed PS Plus to play it, I'm like, okay, that's enough for this game. Moving on to the next one. I was gonna play it before the server shut down just to check it out because I've never played Anthem, and I had bought it for like $2 or something. So I was gonna check it out for a stream, but I couldn't without paying an extra like $10. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing that.
Prepping it like 10 minutes before you showed up. It is ready to gobble up every square mile of swampland if you ask it to.
You ever play this game? I know, Dark. I know you actually have this game on your Series S, right? Have you actually completed this game though? I'm actually curious. Yeah, have you done like all the playlists that there are to do in this? No. But you played the first Crew game too, right? You played all of them, like Crew 1, 2, and Motorsport? Porsche one is difficult. Yeah, I haven't gotten to that one. The Porsche 911 Legacy. I haven't gotten to that one yet. But I guess you can do them in any order you want, right? So maybe I'll give that one a go after I'm done with this one. I'm gonna save the cringy Donut Media one for last. I'll read that long comment in a second and finish this race.
Third and last turn of that swamp cruise. Go for it and don't be afraid to get your wheels dirty. Hold on to your saddle, cowboy. Yeah. That track's so good. Don't listen to me. Just listen to this and knock some teeth out. Metro.
Wasn't exactly a straight line, but made it work.
One more jump, and you're done. Standing ovation. Show's far from over, though.
The CEO, the CEO is a terrible person, as well as hindering a lot of the creative process, not to mention letting go of so many of the original Destiny devs and then demanding more from the people they have left. Wow. Yikes. Yeah, greed honestly kind of drives most of the industry at this point, at least when it comes to the AAA space. It really does seem like, for the most part, it's kind of just driven by greed, unfortunately. Hence why we have AI that they're planning on using to replace a lot of the artists in a lot of these games. I mean, the more that they can cut costs, the better for them. They really don't care about the creative side of things anymore, and it's very obvious. I mean, they're planning on using generative AI for the next Halo game, so that's an instant no for me. I'm like, nope, I'm not buying that.
We're keeping pace. The next event is just a few minutes away.
Because the thing is, like, AI cannot create new things. It takes an artist to create something. All AI can do is take the information that you feed it and then try to replicate something like that. It just takes existing data and merges it. That's all it can do. It can't replace an artist. So, like, if they wanted to use AI to, like, summarize feedback for a beta test of a game, I don't think anybody would care. You know, that's fine. If you want to use AI in a way that actually makes the tedious aspects of game development easier to deal with, I don't think anybody would mind that. I think everybody would be fine with that, right? But the problem is they want to use it, they want to leverage it in as many ways as they possibly can, including replacing, like, artists and dedicated coders and things like that, and it's just not gonna end well. My honest opinion, all the good changes that's happened in the past 8 months to a year is too little, too late. The OG players are gone, and the new players are uninterested in paying for DLC. The only way the game can make a comeback is to unvault all old content, make all last season's content and older season's content free. Yeah, that ain't gonna happen. So, you say that they should unvault all the old content. So they, like, they lock the old content? I don't keep up with Destiny, so I don't really know, like, what's going on with that game. So, like, did they lock old content from players? Like, why would they do that? Especially content that's, like, popular. Like, it doesn't make sense why you would get rid of it if it's something that people enjoy. Sounds like it's a good way to kill your game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of been bad decision after bad decision for a lot of these companies lately. Like, I don't want to pretend like there hasn't been anything good to come out of the gaming industry, but when you look at the AAA scene, at least, like, the negatives far outweigh the positives. To get anything, like, worthwhile, you have to go to the indie scene. Because they're the only ones that are still, like, experimenting and trying different things and being creative. The AAA scene is just... A lot of these games are stuck in development hell, and then they come out and they're still not very good. I mean, Metroid Prime 4 was stuck in development hell for like 8 years, and it comes out and it's like a 12-hour game, and it's like 35% of that is you driving around in the desert, like an empty desert with nothing to do, like except go from point A to point B. Like, that's not interesting. That's not exciting. That's like they failed to capture anything that made Metroid Prime with 4. Like, oh my god, the disappointment that fans must have for that is just like, yikes. And then on top of that, of course, Nintendo locked the music behind a $30 toy, because of course they did. So in order to have any music while you're driving around their empty desert, you have to pay $30. Nice one.
Used to call them hot rods back in the 50s when greasers just started putting large displacement.
And then people are saying like it doesn't look very good. I think it just looks uninspired more than anything. It just looks kind of generic. It's boring. Like, I've seen the game and it doesn't look great. It just looks kind of stale. So, I don't know. I'm glad I didn't bother getting a Switch 2, because I knew that that Mario Kart World game was overhyped. And of course, nobody's talking about that game anymore. Once the hype died down, there's been a lot of disdain around the Switch 2. And then Microsoft, in terms of them, I don't even know what they're doing anymore. Got like a $750 Xbox Series X now, and I don't know. It's absolutely insane to me to see a 5-year-old console raise its price by like $200. That's just... Oh man, I don't even know what to say to that. I mean, I'm glad I got my Series S like shortly after launch, because it's actually gained value. It hasn't lost any value at all. It's only gained value since I bought it 5 years ago. Nintendo Music app. Everything from Red War to Forsaken was basically retconned. The only thing that's not retconned is Forsaken, but you can't really even play that. Yeah, I haven't really been bothering to get any of the newer games. The newest game that I got was Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for PC. The optimization work for that game is actually quite outstanding. It even runs well on 4 gigs of VRAM. Which ought to tell you something. Everybody's crying about, 8 gigs of VRAM not being enough, but it just comes down to the optimization. Like, how much RAM do you need? Like, I remember playing games on PS2 that looked amazing, at least for the time. Like, it was fine. I was fine with the graphics of that. And they were doing amazing stuff with that hardware, and it only had, like, 32 megabytes of RAM? Or some laughable amount like that, and look at what they were doing with that hardware. There's still some interesting looking games on original Xbox and PlayStation 2, and the hardware we have now is like 1,000 times more powerful, and they're crying about how it's not enough. Like, okay, well then learn how to code better. I don't know what to tell you. Stop bloating your games. But the fact that they were able to make Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 run well on 4 gigs of VRAM, it runs well on an RTX 3050 graphics card. It actually runs well on my laptop. That's why I bought it, because I'm like, okay, well, go ahead and give this game a shot.
I'm talking about Volcano, of course. Remember when I told you
I heard some good things about it, and it looks like an interesting game, so now I have the first and the second game, and I'll definitely be trying it out. A lot of people seem to really like that game, Kingdom Come Deliverance. And being on PC, you can mod the game too, so that's cool.
Once again, the Mustang GT specially tuned for off-roading is waiting for you.
or I feel like EA killed Anthem intentionally because Anthem had so much potential. Unfortunately, the game was rushed before the story was ready. So did it, like, not have an ending, or is it just...
See it in the distance.
I mean, because, like, I don't mind if a game's story is kind of ass, as long as the gameplay makes up for it. If the game is, like, good to play, like, it feels good, the mechanics are interesting, you know, it's an engaging game, then I can perfectly excuse the story being ass. That's fine for me, as long as the gameplay is solid, that's what really matters to me. But I heard that the game, at least at launch for sure, definitely had a lot of issues, so... just wasn't really fleshed out. What about the gameplay? I mean, did you ever play it? Because I never played it, so... I wanted to, but as soon as it tried to get me, it's like, oh yeah, you gotta pay for PS Plus in order to play this game. Yeah, I think I'll pass on that. At some point I'll have to, like, watch somebody play it, you know, like, see if I can find an old stream of it somewhere or something.
That's right. I got you yet another one of my rally raid prepped Mustang GTs. Just the right tool for the
Find,
job.
like, an old random stream of it from, like, 3 years ago. I'm sure there's somebody out there that's got, like, a stream archive where they're just, like, playing the game.
Check this out. Man, you're gonna have fun. Check out the mountain peak.
Yeah, it looks kind of different. I mean, it looks kind of cool. You know, the environments and everything, flying around in that big metal suit, shooting shit. It looks kind of cool. I mean, I would have been interested to play it, but I wasn't about to pay $10 to play it for a month, and you know, it's about to get shut down. I'm like, yeah, I get it. That's a lot of EA games, though, anymore. Like, they have, like, good ideas, and then they just completely fall on their face with the execution. They can never quite get the execution of a lot of their games right.
Hey, look at the
At least with
stands
their
on your
newer
left.
ones.
Looks like you got some spectators. Let's give them their money's worth.
It's funny how this playlist of races is actually more of like the off-roading section than the scenic tour, which I thought the scenic tour was supposed to be more of the off-road stuff, but we're doing a lot more off-roading in the American
Get
Muscle.
ready to fly. That's right.
This is what I was expecting the scenic tour one to be. It was more like this. EA kills everything they touch. Oh shit, I was reading chat. Yeah, EA does kill everything they touch, yeah. Oh, I was so mad when they killed Pandemic Studios. They made some of my favorite games.
That's one lap. Now taunt that giant
Destroy All
one more time.
Humans 2 and Mercenaries 1 and 2. They made the old school, some of the old school Star Wars games. Pandemic made some good stuff back in the day, and EA bought them, and then they just shuttered the studio. So fucking pissed. They do, like, it's a death sentence for a studio. If you get bought out by EA, you might as well just quit your job. Like, just go work somewhere else, because your studio's not gonna last. They're notorious for shuttering studios. I'm surprised BioWare lasted as long as they did. Because it really does. It seems like it's a death sentence. If your studio gets bought out by EA, it's screwed. They're gonna suck it for everything they can get out of it, every last penny they can get out of their fan base, and after they're done releasing their slop, then they just close the studio. They do that every freaking time. That's why EA is such a hated studio, because everybody knows that's how they operate. That's why they're so hated. At one point, they were voted as being the #1 most hated company in the U.S. No joke. That's quite a prestigious award.
killing blow.
Yeah, that's their bread maker right there. The sports titles. Yeah, because it's... I mean, I'm not surprised by that, because what is a sports game? Like, is there any major difference from one year to the next with a sports game? No. What they do is they change the roster around to the whatever the current year is, right? And then, you know, they make little, tiny little changes here and there to fit it with the current year. And that's literally about it. Like, that's all you have to do. Like, is there any difference with Soccer 2023 and Soccer 2024 outside of, like, a roster lineup? No. Soccer's still soccer. You know, football's still gonna be football. You know what I mean? Like, they change a little bit of the graphics here and there, and if that, and then you get a roster lineup update. That's what you're paying $70 for. You're paying for a roster update. There's people that will. They're so hardcore casuals. I call it the hardcore casual, where they only buy that one game and they just play the shit out of that one game. They've got it for Call of Duty. They have it for their sports games. Everyone has that one dedicated hardcore casual fan base. I say hardcore casual because they don't play anything else. So you can't really call them a hardcore gamer, but at the same time, they're more than a casual because casuals don't own consoles. They're on their smartphones. And, you know, they certainly play a lot more than a regular casual. All these indie shooters feel like they're trying to be the next Battlefield, and the current Battlefield feels like it's trying to be Battlefield 4 mixed with COD, and COD is having the identity crisis and doesn't know what they are anymore. Holy shit. That's a hot take. I heard a lot of people really like the new Battlefield. The only Battlefield I had ever played was Battlefield 2 because I'm a boomer. I played Battlefield 2 on PlayStation 2, so I'm old. But yeah, I definitely agree with Call of Duty having an identity crisis. I just rolled my eyes when I saw how stupid Call of Duty 7 was. Black Ops 7. Like, I lose track of what they even do anymore. Like, they're calling, like, they have, like, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3. And then they have Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, which are different than the original Modern Warfare 1, 2, and 3, but with some reused maps sometimes. I don't know. It's all over the place. I can't keep up with it. I lost interest years ago with Call of Duty. I really don't care. The most recent one that I played, and I didn't play it until years later, like literally last year, I played the single player of Call of Duty Infinite Warfare. I played that on Xbox One, like the VCR Xbox One. Just randomly, because I had bought a disc copy of it for like $20 years ago. And I just recently got around to playing that. And I enjoyed that for what it was. And then when I was done with it, I just moved on. Never touched the multiplayer. Zero interest in that. So. I actually, hot take, I never liked Black Ops Zombie. I thought it was the dumbest thing ever. I just hated how you would get a certain part into it, and then if you died, you just had to restart the whole thing. I just treated it like an arcade thing. I played that maybe 3 times, and then I never went back to it. I had lost interest. I'm like, okay, I've seen what this is. I'm done with this. I wasn't gonna do the same thing over and over and over and over again. Like, no. I just thought it was a weird, like, arcade packed on thing. I really didn't care for it at all. I thought it was just kind of silly, it was kind of goofy, didn't make any sense, didn't tie in with the rest of the game at all. And, I was like, okay, this is stupid. Like, because I had to play it, because, like, everybody was saying, like, oh my god, Black Ops Zombies, Black Ops Zombies. So I'm like, okay, let me see what all this craze is about. So I played it, and I'm like, yeah, this is stupid. And I went back to playing other games. I'm like, yeah, I don't like this. So that's a hot take. I know it's an unpopular opinion because I know everybody like has a lot of nostalgia for the Black Ops zombies. Hence why they have to keep making Black Ops over and over and over again. Because that's really, at this point, what they're kind of hinging on is nostalgia. I think that's a big part of why they're still making Black Ops games. Because Black Ops 2 and 1 were so popular that they just can't let that go. They want that back. And it's just not working out for them because they don't have the soul that the original games did. The campaign was good. I enjoyed the campaign of that. And I can see why people like the games, but they just never were able to recapture that magic of the old days because they don't really have a soul. They're just churning these games out. And a lot of that is just due to greed, really.
That car is one of the highlights of my collection.
You know, I mean, it can't be easy, even if you have like 3 or 4 different studios making these games, to churn them out year after year. Number 1, it's tiring. Number 2, it's exhausting. And number 3, it's constant work. Like, a lot of these developers have got to be completely burned out by now. Would you want to make the same freaking game over and over again for years on end? You would hate it too. So, like, the passion's gone, the love for it is gone, they don't care anymore. You know, they'd much rather just, they're just doing it just because it's their job. I mean, at this point, it's just a job for them. They don't want to do it, and I wouldn't want to do it either. I kind of feel for them, you know, I feel for the developers, because they get imagine all the hate mail they get over Black Ops 7, like, oh my god. It's gotta be mentally exhausting to be a game developer for Activision. It's gotta just suck. Having to work crunch all the time and churn the same game out year after year after year. Yeah, that's gotta suck. Zombies actually has a story, it's not just about surviving. I don't know, I could never get into it. I just thought it was too goofy. Too goofy for me to even care. Didn't feel like it fit in with the rest of the game anyway, and I didn't like how every time I died I had to restart it from the very beginning. I'm like, alright, I'm done with it. Like I said, I played it like 2 or 3 times and then I never went back to it. Stopped at Modern Warfare 2 with the No Russian mission. Why? Why'd you stop with that? Was that too much for you or something? The original Modern Warfare trilogy was actually like, that could be a good place to leave off for the series. Like, they should have just probably stopped after Black Ops 2, honestly. Yeah, I thought the No Russian mission was brutal, but it was... I mean, that's war, man. Like, war sucks. People die. People get killed, including a lot of innocent people. That's the reality of it. So yeah, like, it was shocking for people at that time, that No Russian mission. But, you know, it's... Modern Warfare had a pretty good story, to be honest. Black Ops had an interesting story to it as well. Had a lot of conspiracy and stuff like that. Thought it was different. Kind of refreshing, you know. That was back when they were at least trying, you know. Nowadays it's just, yeah, I don't even know what it is anymore. Sawi, I managed, went and had some lunch. Oh yeah, no, it's all good. Just still sitting here chilling. We're just talking about Activision and their greed and how they're having an identity crisis with their current games. They're just embarrassing themselves. Battlefield is absolutely just decimating them.
Prepare for the centerpiece of American muscle car history.
I do actually have Battlefield 4 on my Xbox. I just haven't played it yet. Add it to the never-ending list of games that I own but haven't played yet. Oh, we get the Mustang Boss 429 in this one. I've unfortunately played every Assassin's Creed and completed all the Assassin's Creed to exist, and yes, even the shitty phone game and VR game. Wow. So, I mean, I've got a pretty rich history with Assassin's Creed, but I have not cared for any of the newer ones. I hated Syndicate to the point where I got into, like, the 3rd chapter or something like that, and then I just stopped playing it. I didn't like how I had to, like, grind, and I wasn't interested in the storyline at all, and the characters sucked, and there was a lot of things I didn't like about it. Mission structure and everything, really. It was just not very good. But obviously, like a lot of other people, really, it's probably not an interesting opinion, but I think the Assassin's Creed Ezio trilogy is where the series peaked. Although I also really enjoyed Assassin's Creed 4. And a lot of people didn't like Assassin's Creed 3, but I actually did kind of like it. I still enjoyed it. But Black Ops, or Assassin's Creed 4, I mean. Assassin's Creed 4 definitely didn't have as good of a storyline, I think. I don't think the storyline was as solid as some of the earlier games, but the gameplay was really good. It was very addicting. It was just really, really tightly done. It's funny, I think the pirating aspect of that is actually better than their new game, their Skull and Bones game, which is supposedly supposed to be a quadruple A game, according to themselves. Whatever the hell that's supposed to mean. Quadruple A. And yet, I think they had already nailed the pirating aspect better with Assassin's Creed 4. So, yeah, no interest in Skull and Bones for me. Thought they had already done a really good job with that with Assassin's Creed 4. And I actually quite liked Rogue. I'm glad I played Rogue first instead of Unity, because Rogue ended up being the better game, even though it was kind of a underlooked game, because everybody felt like, oh, Unity is the more premium version, like the more premium game, but it ended up being the other way around, funny enough. Rogue ended up being the better game, in my opinion. Certainly a lot more stable. I think it had a better story. Kind of took a lot of the aspect of Assassin's Creed 4 and remixed some of it and did some different stuff with it. So it was a shorter game, but I thought it was worthy of playing it. Unity wasn't bad as long as you're playing on, like, with all the patches installed and everything. It's not bad, it's just not great. It's okay. And then I tried playing Syndicate, and I didn't like Syndicate at all. I don't know what it really was about Syndicate. I could never get into it. I just did not like it at all. Played it for like two, maybe 3 hours, maybe. I just could not get into it. And it also kind of felt, I think by that point too, I was like getting really burnt out on it too. It's like, it's a series that just never wants to end, you know? Like, I feel like it should have ended after Revelations. Like, it's just like, my god, let this game series die with some dignity, you know? Like, they have to keep making all these games, and it's, I don't know, it's like a TV show that just never wants to end. It's like The Simpsons, you know? It never ends. It never ends. But I enjoyed Assassin's Creed 1, even though it did feel kind of more like a prototype for the series than anything else. Funny thing is, originally they weren't even planning on making an Assassin's Creed 2, like they decided to turn it into a series at like the last minute, so they changed the ending around to lead into Assassin's Creed 2. That's what I heard. I heard from a developer they actually were originally not planning on making an Assassin's Creed 2. It was just going to be a one-game thing. It was going to have a completely different ending, that first game. I thought that was interesting. I mean, I'm glad they did end up making it a series, because Assassin's Creed 2 was great. Brotherhood, I felt like, was even better. I mean, like, that was one of the first games I played where I was just like, oh my god, like, I really felt like that sense of scale. Like, the fact that you could climb up on a building, you could look into the distance, and the thought that you could just go anywhere that you could see. Because this came out before Skyrim, so, you know, it was a bit more impressive at the time, too. It's like, anywhere you could see on the map, you could go there. And that, to me, was just crazy. You know, it was seamless transitions, huge open world, lots to do in it. And it was just a satisfying game to play. Even though I think that the combat was too easy, I wish it was more difficult. You know, even just a bit more difficult, that would have been nice, but it was still satisfying to play. Loved all the different weapons, the customization that you could do with it. It was just really well done. So I did play quite a bit of Brotherhood.
Make sure to get your
I will say, while I feel Valhalla was absolutely not an Assassin's Creed game, it was the first Viking game that actually felt fun. Yeah, I haven't played Valhalla yet. I actually have it on my Series S. I was thinking about maybe streaming it, but I just don't know, because I just don't have any faith in the series at this point. You know, I just have such a bad taste in my mouth with Syndicate that I don't know if I want to try and stream it, or if I want to just play it on my own and see if I like it or not. I don't know. I'm struggling with that one.
As much as Jim would have liked to stick around, his expertise and passion are already requested elsewhere. But he left a special note for you.
Jeez, you can take out entire trees with this thing.
Never thought riding passengers
You watched the Valhalla streams,
Keep
Custer?
on rocking.
Have you played that one, or any of the Assassin's Creed games for that matter?
We're here. Enjoy your reward.
I've got so many games on my list that I want to stream. So many. It's fun to play, but don't go in thinking it's an Assassin's Creed game. Think of it as Vikings, but with a little bit of Assassin's Creed added as spice. Interesting. I mean, I'm fine with that if it's had an identity crisis, because to be honest with you, I think I'm kind of tired, kind of burnt out on Assassin's Creed anyways. So I think I'd be okay with it not being like a true to its name Assassin's Creed game.
Let's go.
I think I would be okay with that. Okay, so Dark, you said this was the one you were struggling with. Was this 9/11 playlist? I think I'm gonna go ahead and do this one next. I'm gonna see what I think of this one. Drive a curated Porsche 911 roster across generations and terrains. Experience the legacy of this iconic model and make sure all the cars make it to the finish line without a scratch. Ooh.
A playlist is available, driver.
So you have to not damage the cars in this? That is kind of a twist.
We had a lot of fun making this next playlist. One clue, it centers on one of the most famous car models of all time. I'm terrible at keeping secrets. It's a Porsche. Okay, you've probably guessed that it's the 911. Let's find out what makes this car iconic. Head to the container in Pearl Harbor and let's get behind the wheel of a legend.
It was fun? Okay, well that's good. Yeah, I may end up streaming that then. See what I think of it. I don't know when I'm going to get around to streaming it because I've been playing so many different games.
Here we go.
It's also how I feel about Assassin's Creed Shadows. Great ninja samurai game with added Assassin's Creed stuff. Yeah, I've heard mixed opinions about Assassin's Creed Shadows.
Of course, we're all huge Porsche fans, and it means a lot to us to have such an incredible manufacturer joining the adventure.
There's so much diversity with the 911. We had no choice but to reveal it to you.
Alright, well, let's see how I do here. I will say, minus all the bullshit abilities, that Mirage feels the most like an OG Assassin's Creed game. I don't think I could really get into Mirage either, but yeah, I think it does kind of have that feel of an Assassin's Creed game, like an OG one.
Russia agreed to send us some of their most interesting models for you to try out.
Yeah, it was something, I think it was something about the abilities that I didn't like.
So they've actually
I just felt like I'd rather just play Assassin's Creed 1 again, and so that's exactly what I did. I just went back and replayed through Assassin's Creed 1. And I actually enjoyed my time with that better, to be honest. Funny enough.
But it's also about elegance and style. So when you get behind the wheel of a 911, you've got to behave accordingly.
A lot of people don't really care for Assassin's Creed 1, kind of just gets completely overshadowed by Assassin's Creed 2, but
Clean driving, it's your bonus at the end of each event. The cleaner you drive, the bigger your bonus will be. So even during a race, drive clean, take care of your car, and beat your opponents with finesse.
wasn't that the last game to actually support PS4 and Xbox One too, or was that Valhalla? Impossible to drive clean. So do you fail if you like crash into something? Oh my god. Are you serious? You can't even rewind it, you just have to restart the whole thing. I think it was Mirage was the last one to be on the PS4. Yeah, it's been an interesting, very much extended cross-generation cycle. Oh man, alright, well, let's see how this goes. Collisions will decrease your clean driving gauge. The faster you hit, the more gauge you lose. I guess we start with one of the slower ones, right? And we're going to gradually work our way up to the really quick ones. What's that symbol? What do I get an addition of? It says plus 4,400. What is that, like Bitcoin or something? Is it like the Bitcoin symbol? Oh, even hitting those you lose points. What the hell? Jesus. Yeah, you run into anything and you lose points. Not just like cars and walls, just like random objects that are in your way. I mean, it's an interesting challenge. I'm up for the challenge of it. It's hilarious how slow these older cars are, though. Like, this is supposed to be a sports car, and I'm struggling to hit 90 miles per hour. My god, cars are so much slower back then. Like, if your car could hit 100 miles per hour, it was fast. The cars back then were little shit boxes. They were either just little shit boxes, or they were boats on wheels. Oh, I love Sly Cooper. I love that game. Yeah, I'm kind of pissed that they left that off on a cliffhanger twice. You had to wait so long from Sly 3 to Sly 4. Just left off on a cliffhanger, and then,
Let's refocus.
you know, they came out with Sly 4, and then left off on another cliffhanger, and there hasn't been anything since. It's only been 12 years. Anytime, somebody. Damn, if you're gonna do that, at least, you know, kind of leave it off at the proper ending, you know? Make people wait 20 years for another game. Jeez. Like, I'm gonna die someday, you know? Kind of left off on... I mean, Sly 4 left off on much more of a cliffhanger than Sly 3, though. That's what really bothers me. Almost would have preferred not even having a Sly 4, because at least then it's kind of left up to interpretation a bit. With Sly 4, it's just like, yeah, you're just lost in Egypt somewhere. We gotta find them. And then there was nothing. Like, that was it. That was the end of the series. Like, oh, okay, great. Thanks for leaving off on a cliffhanger and then just abandoning the series. I mean, I know Sly 4 was not made by the same studio, but I don't know, it just kind of bothers me. It's always bothered me. I'm triggered about that. Yeah, I need to stream the Jak and Daxter games. I've streamed Sly Cooper 1, 2, and 3. And I streamed Ratchet and Clank 1, 2, and 3. But I need to stream the Jak and Daxter trilogy. I have them loaded onto my PS3. Because I actually looked into the difference between the PS4 and PS3 versions. And PS3 version ended up being the better version. Because it's a proper remaster. And I guess the PS4 version just emulates the PS2. And the PS4 is not really great at emulating much of anything. Because it's got a really shitty CPU in it. So yeah, the PS3 version is actually, it runs better and it looks better, so
invented some of their own.
So I'll probably end up, at some point I'll be streaming Jak and Daxter, and I also want to stream Astrobot, because I really do like platforming games. It's probably like my favorite genre of games, are the platformers. And the PS2 had a lot of really good platforming games, and now we really don't get very much anything. Astrobot's like the one game that's really makes a PS5 worth owning is Astrobot. It's the one game that kind of gives the PlayStation 5 an identity, to be honest. Knack is fun. Yeah, I actually recently started playing that Knack game. I streamed what, about 2 or 3 hours of that. I need to continue with that playthrough. I've been playing that on PS5 because I like that it runs at 60 frames on PS5. Alright, come on, why is this not triggering? There we go. Yeah, I'm glad I waited to play Knack, because a game like that just obviously would feel a lot better to play at 60 frames. Whereas on PS4, it's just kind of all over the place, just very inconsistent. I'm actually kind of glad they left the frame rate uncapped, because if you play it on PS5, you get higher resolution and the frame rate's a lot better, so that's nice. Which one is better though, Knack 1 or 2? Because Knack 1, so far it's felt pretty simplistic in its design. I'm wondering if, like, Knack 2 is going to expand on that, like some of the abilities and stuff. Wonder if it'll feel a bit more refined. One is really fun, but 2 feels better. Yeah, I'm gonna play through both of them. So Dark, how far into this playlist did you get on this on these events? Like, how many of these did you complete? So far, it's been, you know, easy enough. I haven't really had any issues so far. You got to the third one? So the third one is where it gets difficult? Oh yeah, no, I'm definitely going to be streaming that for sure. Yeah, Knack 1 and Knack 2. I got them both on my PS5. They're sitting on my external hard drive.
Wow, that's some pro driving here.
I got them real cheap too. It was like only a few bucks. I got them on sale, so there was like super freaking cheap. I think I paid more for the second. I don't think I got that one on sale. I got the first one on sale, but or the second game wasn't as good of a sale. I think. I don't remember. I know I got the first one for like $3 or something crazy like that. And I realized that was a launch title too, which I actually forgot. Like, oh yeah, it's a PS4 launch title. It was surprising to see that they got a PS4 Pro update. It actually got like a higher resolution option. And then if you play it on PS5, you not only do you get that higher resolution update, but you also, it takes full advantage of the PS5 CPU, so it just locks it to 60 frames. So that's awesome. What's my favorite PAMP? It would probably have to be the kiddo playtime diapers. Because I prefer the plastic back diapers. But I've used both. I've had cloth backed and I've also had the plastic backed. I like the crinkle of the plastic backed, and they also just seem to be better for like full daytime wearing. So I would have to go with, I think the kiddo playtime diapers are just very premium, and it's they crinkle nicely. So I'm quite fond of those.
And American-made motors are some of the most powerful out there. We wanted you to experience how Porsche meshes up against some other iconic automotive powerhouses.
Yeah, the crinkle is cute, yeah. I love wearing a onesie over them too. Makes me feel like just a big baby. Mine right now, it's Pretend Again, Super Pixel Pals. I don't think I've heard of that one. I've heard of the Pretend Again, but the Super Pixel Pals, I don't think I've heard of those. Is that a new design that they came out with? Kiddo actually came out with a new design for their cloth-backed called Premium Nights. And I actually have tried those. And those are quite good too. They're very soft.
The car you'll be driving is the 911 Turbo.
The inside of them, it's some of the softest diapers I've ever used.
Get ready to face off against some muscle car monsters.
I'm glad you just like phased through other players and stuff on
Going
here.
up against some tough muscle cars, but you're still driving a Porsche, so take care of it and avoid collisions as much as possible.
It's their newest design? Okay. Yeah, that'll explain why I haven't heard of that one. The Super Pixel Pals are like ultimate Gamper Pamp design. So that's like their top of the line one then. I think the first ABDL diapers I ever used were the crinkles. Those are the first ones that I've ever used. Going from like just like the bottom of the barrel pull-ups from like any kind of generic store to a crinkles ABDL diaper is like, wow. Yeah, imagine that, you know? Very stark contrast there. So this is the race you got stuck on, Dark? Oh, you meant Ultimate Gamer Pamp. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, it does sound like it's a gamer design of Pixel Pals. I'm definitely gonna have to look that up after this stream. Curious what those look like. Yeah, once I experienced an ABDL diaper, I couldn't go back to anything else. I was like, no, these are way too comfortable. And I decided to dedicate myself to just wearing diapers. I'm like, these are just so much more comfortable than any kind of regular underwear. Like, regular underwear sucks. Like, nope. I'd rather just wear diapers. So much more comfortable. Actually, I should pay attention here. This is gonna be hard. I don't know. So far, so good. Interior cam here.
Wow, that's some pro driving here.
No, I'm not using the Power A Pac-Man controller. That's for my Xbox. I'm using a DualSense controller. Sneaky bastards to put barricades in the middle of the road like that. They know what they're doing. Trying to mess you up. Well, I don't know what you were complaining about, Dark. This was pretty easy for me. Super Pixel Pals are $49.95. They were $50, but I guess they brought them down by $5 to keep them at the... Okay, clearly that was that was typos all over the place. Oh no! Claims I'm dropping frames. Oh no, what is going on? It said it dropped the connection, and now it says it's just dropping frames all over the place. Damn, I might have to manually disconnect and reconnect. Yeah, because it's shot. I don't know what happened with the connection. It's horrendous. It's saying I'm dropping a ton of frames. Alright, I'm gonna restart the stream. Because they can't even hear me. I don't think anybody on the stream can hear me. It's just dropping too many frames. Alright. Stop stream. Stopping stream. Still attempting to stop stream. There we go. Okay. Now I'm gonna try and reconnect it manually. I still see people in the chat there. Connection lost, it says. Oh, we're gonna make this part 2.5 on the stream. Part 2.5. So this is why I'm glad I use OBS, because I can keep recording. So the recording's still fine. Okay. I'm gonna try and restart the stream. It's going so well, too. It's still saying dropping frames. Ah, man. That might be it. I don't know. It might be... I don't know if... I don't think it's on my end. Damn. That might be all she wrote. Could be something with Twitch. Could be something with Restream. Could be something on my end. Who's to say? Well, I got a good almost 3.5 hours in. We had a lot of good conversations tonight, so I can't complain. But the stream assassins have got me, guys. Because it's dropping out. I'm gonna see if it clears up. My PC fans have gone into overdrive too. So I don't know, it's struggling, it's trying. It's trying. I don't know what's going on. It's weird because the recording itself, totally fine. No issues. Frames missed due to rendering, 0. Skip frames due to encoding lag, 0. Drop frames on the stream. It says 93.9%, 94%, yeah. It's in the red. It's totally shot. Only going at like 400 kilobits per second, so it's shot. Even manually attempting to reconnect isn't fixing it. Damn. Well, I guess that's gonna be it for the stream. I think I'm gonna just end it here. I mean, it's getting kind of late anyway. It's going on 10:30 at night for me. I got work in the morning, so I think I'm just gonna leave this part off here. I'm gonna type in my chat here if they're still around. I'm gonna call it a night. Can't get the stream to revive. Alright, well, that's all she wrote. Yeah, I don't think it's on my end, because, I mean, I'm still connected to the chat. Now, I haven't any issues with the game, right? Because it's an online-only game, so I think it's something on either Twitch's end or Restream's end. I don't think it's on my end, because I'm still connected to Twitch just fine, and I'm still connected to the game servers just fine. No issues there. So, well, shit happens. What can you do? Yeah, I think I'm just gonna call it a night. That was a good stream, though. A lot of great conversations. Really enjoyed talking to people tonight. Glad people came out to chat. Had a good time. But yeah, I'm gonna leave it off here. I think next time around, maybe I will continue with Knack, because I only did that one stream of it, so there's still quite a bit of that game to check out. So maybe next time I do a stream, I'll continue on with my Knack playthrough. Or Little Gator game. I want to get back into Little Gator game, too. That was a really cute game, but I only did one stream of that, so there's plenty more to check out with that game as well, so. But anyways, that being said, thanks to those who came out and chatted with me tonight. Definitely had some good conversations, and I very much appreciate it, so. Anyways, that being said, you guys take care. Have a great night, and I'll catch you all next time. Peace.